Yo, what is going on YouTube, man? It is your boy Israel26, guys. Today we're gonna check out some of the best gaming setups of 2016. If you're a gamer, if you're a YouTuber, man, more than likely you have a gaming setup. That's where us gamers, this is our place of zen, our escape from reality, man, our little office. And it's kind of cool. I mean, I grew up in the era of Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, all those old game consoles, and there was really no gaming setup like that, man. You basically had your TV in the living room, the system was hooked up to the living room. But now things are different, man. Now things are different, you know, and people want to have like their own little space, their own little unique area. It's really interesting to see how people will go above and beyond to make their area very unique to themselves, guys. I'm working on that right now. Both me and my fiance are working on gaming setups. I have my gaming setup. She's working on hers. Today we're streaming. You could hear her in the background making some noise. And we're trying to make this area into our own couples gaming setup area. So it's really kind of cool. Take a look at this. Let's look at some of the best gaming setups of 2016. And let's check them out, guys. Alright, man, so here we are, guys. The channel link is gonna be down below. Go by, subscribe to this guy. I'm a subscriber of his, man. He does really good videos of gaming setups, so definitely go check him out. His name is Random Frank. Go check him out. Definitely subscribe to him. Leave a like on this video, man. Leave a like on all his videos, guys. Let's take a look at the best gaming setup of 2016. Starting things off with this setup right here, man.
First, we have TRAN for episode 36, and what immediately stood out to me was the nice white and wood aesthetic he stuck to throughout. And I'm talking the white desk and peripherals, paired with the headphone stand, the monitor riser, the laptop dock, and others in that nice walnut finish. The two complement each other nicely, and Andy definitely did this setup justice. Not only that, but having his setup right by the window is going to bring in some natural light, which is always a plus in my book. His organization is on point, the desk setup is kept clean, and say this is most likely an office setup, meaning it doesn't appear to be in his bedroom or anything like that. It was executed perfectly. Things like having the motivational posters around and even the special wall paint so it can act as like a whiteboard are all reasons I love this setup. Great stuff, Andy, and again, if you're looking for certain products or gear I'm showing off, check the description down below. Now,
I'm gonna stop at that one right there. That was an okay setup. I don't really think it should have been in this video, because this video is about gaming setups. That was more like an office setup. That wasn't really like a gaming setup. There was no gaming system, there was no controller, there was no gaming keyboard, no game mouse. It was just a regular, basically all he did was he took his laptop and turned his laptop into like a, basically like a desktop. He had his laptop closed, but everything was plugged into the monitor. I wasn't really feeling that gaming setup, you know, because technically, like I said before, it was not a gaming setup. It's more like a, I guess, like an editing station with an Apple PC. Let me know what you guys think about that one. I was not moved by that one. Didn't look like it should have been in here. This one right here, this shit looks badass. I want to do something like this. I really want to see this video, because I really want to do something like that where I have 3 monitors and then the one big one up top. So I'm really interested. Let's check this one out.
now for episode 42 is totally silenced, and this takes a perfectly clean white and black setup to the next level. I'm talking 0 cables to be seen anywhere. The 4 monitors are nicely mounted with the 3 on the bottom plus that overhead display, and it just altogether I could say is probably one of my top 5 favorite setups ever. His choice of peripherals are tasteful, with Corsair Myonics being the main gear, and since he has the LED light strip behind his desk in blue to kind of add some color, all his RGB peripherals are also shining blue to complement that, and it's just the little things that make this so nice. The wide, clean, and glossy desk is enough to fit all his gear nicely with plenty of wiggle room. Nothing here is cluttered or out of place, and like I said, just 0 cables anywhere. Under the desk, we do have his PC, you guessed it, white, black, and blue here with the LED fans. And at just a quick glance, things like the blue braided cables on the inside for the graphics card definitely fit in nicely. I would love to see his PC on display more, but hey, not gonna complain. Altogether, if I were to give this a rating or something, which I don't usually do, 11 out of 10 easily. The Star Wars wallpaper sets the tone from the beginning.
Wow.
All white and black with a subtle touch of blue throughout, and even something like the cactus on the desk all fit in. This would be amazing to game at, a 100% dream setup here, and there isn't a single thing I would change. Well, maybe me sitting in that chair instead.
Yo, that was damn near perfect. That was a gaming setup. That was perfect, man. I love the way he had. You could see no wires, nothing, not no wire from the PlayStation, from the monitors, from his PC, completely clean. I mean, God, like I would love to find out who he is, get in contact with him, get his ass over here, and make my shit look clean. Cause my wire management is terrible. That was some grade A shit right there. Let's move on.
Reams 2020 from episode 43. I remember when I first saw this one, my eyes, they started to melt a bit. And no, I wasn't crying, you were crying. But the wooden desk here is initially what 100% sold me on getting a wooden desk for my setup before I moved into the new setup I have now. So Reams, man, this is what's up.
I'm not really feeling that monitor setup though.
It's very cozy looking with that lighting and the lamp side by side.
I'm not feeling it.
That monitor orientation is just really unique with the viewing angles facing up and that overhead seemingly at eye level. I just love everything about it.
I don't know. It's just not. I'm not feeling this setup. Maybe you guys can let me know what you guys think. But this one, I'm not. I wouldn't want to set up like this.
Off to the right side is his PC, and inside you can see his beautifully built dual GPUs and an all-white components build. I'm just loving the look of that for sure. But this setup definitely just does everything right. The symmetry here is on point.
I like his view though.
Right by huge windows, so the natural lighting in the day is just really nice. You get the warm lighting with the lamps at nighttime. And just that desk is a beaut. I love the monitor orientation, and I hope that little bonsai plant is doing well. Next is Peter Brand's episode 47.
Again, I'm sorry, I gotta critique it. It's not a gaming setup. You know, guys, leave in the comments if you think I'm being too critical. I feel this is a gaming setup. Don't put office setups in a gaming setup environment. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to mean. You know, I don't know. There was nothing there that show something that you're a type of a gamer. Anyway, this is badass. This is when they build like the PCs into the desk. Looks like a dual PC going on there, man. 2 PCs. Let's check this shit out, man.
And I showed off its creations in the past, and he is one who really revolutionized the whole desk PC build. If you just Google his name, you'll find his insane builds, but I'm really loving his personal desk setup here. It's entirely glass, so you can see every single bit of it, and the internal build looks awesome. Definitely staying with the white, black, and red theme. Primarily, I guess, black and red with subtle white light accents throughout.
Look at that shit
right there, boys. But as for the build,
boys,
the white and red LEDs inside definitely give the components a nice, appealing glow. A solo monitor of choice is actually rare nowadays on this show, but him going with the 34-inch curved ROG monitor is a nice touch, and he even has it so the Asus ROG logo shines down onto
That's
the
a gaming
floor.
setup, man. Look at that shit, boys.
That's just crazy. The thing about this one is not only does it look nice as a final product, what I respect the most is the time and dedication that went into creating this more than anything, and that's just what we don't see. I mean, the time it must take to build this and literally perfect every inch of it is crazy. And since it is entirely glass, there's really no room for error here. There's no way to really hide the cables or some clutter, so it had to be pulled off with perfection. And of course, Peter did it. I love this. Great job. From episode 52.
That is wicked. That is wicked. It wouldn't do good here in the Caribbean in a nice AC office. That would do really nice, man. That was real nice. Let me know what you guys think about that one, and then you guys can comment down below. Let me know which one was your favorite, man. Let's keep it going. This might be a little bit of a long video.
Two is a Varsi. This was a huge fan favorite, and for a few good reasons. One, those 4 displays are obviously an appealing factor, but 2, we don't typically see a color scheme being white and gold. And gold is really isn't a color you see match with anything when it comes to gaming setups. So this is one that definitely is unique. An Acer Predator X34 ultra wide is always a nice choice for a main monitor, and having the 2 other ones side by side, plus that LG TV as an overhead provides many pixels to drive.
I want to do that so bad. I don't mean to interrupt. I want to do that so bad. I want to put like I want to have like 3 monitors and they have one on top that's really not hooked up to the PC, where it be like it can display like maybe CNN or ESPN or something like that. So while I'm gaming or doing streaming and stuff, I can let's look up and see like what's going on in the world, what's going on in sports. It's kind of cool to have that other monitor on top. Maybe like if you live in your own house, you could get like maybe a camera display, because when you're in your gaming stuff, you have your headset on, you really can't hear what's going on around you. So maybe you can have like a camera outside that sees that you can see your garage, you can see your front door, you can see all that stuff while you're still gaming. So that's pretty cool to have that on the monitor up top.
Peripherals have the RGB capabilities, and looking like a duo from Logitech here, while gold isn't the color selection, it's more like an off orange if anything, it still fits in all around. It's going to match the rest of his setup aesthetically. And that leads into the nicely water-cooled PC. And here I'd say his components are mostly copper, and all the components here are probably custom painted as well. But again, when you throw in the LEDs inside, you put the color onto yellow, it appears, it does reflect and shine in a gold coloring, which is a nice job to get that to all come through.
Damn.
Just again, overall, a very nice setup that is well organized. The cable management is on point yet again, and I dig that you went outside the box with a color scheme unlike the norm.
Wow,
next we got
nice.
SHAHRUKH from episode 58, and I think just by looking at it, you will instantly know why this one's included. He was on the show twice, but this being his second submission really sealed the deal as one of the best setups from 2016.
That's a clean setup. You can't see no wires, man.
Eye-catching, but the entire room is worthy, and we'll check that out in just a minute. The monitors
no
are nicely
wires.
mounted, and as
how
you've
the
seen,
fuck did they
just
do that?
another
There's no
great
wires,
job
bro.
with cable management. I mean, obviously the mouse and keyboard and monitors aren't wireless, so keeping them all out of sight with really no sign of any cables to be found is fantastic. With that white desk and the walls, it gives you the freedom to, kind of visually match it with what you want and match it to anything. And I dig how you weren't really hesitant to throw in some color with things like the RGB lighting and the posters on the wall. The PC is also just a complete beast. I mean, the specs are down below.
I can't wait to have
again,
a PC like that, like a full desktop.
It's water-cooled
man.
with red coolant.
I'm gonna try to get one for my birthday next year.
From the braided cables to the RAM. Just a nice and flashy looking PC. Then in the other area of the room, we have the entertainment setup, and usually these are just
PC?
nice additions to someone's submission. But this one was insane, and it was an instance where I was truly blown away. His entertainment center is actually a fully custom water-cooled console build. So inside is an Xbox One and a PS4 being water-cooled. Don't really know how you pulled that off and you built it within this display unit here, but it just looks amazing, and it all adds to why your setup is just one of the best. It's all going to make for a crazy, awesome
He took an Xbox One and a PlayStation and broke it apart and built it into his desk.
This just stands out to me permanently in my memory for a badass setup. Next is Metatrox from episode 62, and I mentioned it in that particular episode.
Oh, that is clean.
But this setup is one that goes purely for an angular and geometric aesthetic.
That is fucking
It's all white
clean,
with blue LEDs to set the
shit.
color, but everything here has an angular shape. The speakers, the subwoofer, the mouse, the headphones, the naughty notification device, the NZXT PC case, it just goes all out, and I like that. And not only that, but to add some personality to his setup, he actually created his very own custom movie posters on the wall that fit in nicely. That's just something you don't usually see people do, so I like that touch. The PC is perfect for his desk and having LED lights inside, give it some glow. But I mean, I could probably talk about this for a few more minutes on why I like this setup, but it's all going to come down to what I've said repeatedly before. It's clean, organized, and I love the aesthetic. How many times have you heard that already, right? Anyways, solid job, Metatrox.
Very clean setup.
Alex M from episode 65. This was definitely a fun one for sure. He has a nice desk setup. What blew everyone's minds, and myself included, was his 3 Transformer-themed PCs. So not one, not 2, but 3 separate PCs here, all being unique to a certain Transformers theme.
Oh my
but obviously
God,
that main attraction here is that killer
crazy.
Bumblebee PC mounted on the wall. And these mounted PCs we see every now and then, but they're always either hit or miss in execution. Sometimes they just look meh or they're messy, but other times they're pulled off beautifully, and this is definitely one. And it's probably the best looking custom wall PC I've ever seen. A yellow and blue theme to it is crazy cool, and he went all out with the modding process. This thing, like, you can't even believe, just to add some more realism and style to the Bumblebee theme. He has like a car ignition thing for the actual PC on and off button. Just, it's nuts. It looks crazy. He also has a Megatron and Optimus PCs in his setup, but since I'm not reading the specs right now, and they don't really stack up visually to the Bumblebee one, I'm not going to spend too much time on them, so you can just take a look. But damn, overall, this setup is for real. They got a triple monitor setup, a nice desk setup as well, and a huge projection screen.
Look at
it's
that
all going to make for a Transformers lover's dream.
Wow.
Winding down is ABANGMUZ from
Nice.
episode 69, and a
Damn.
big reason I was a fan of this was its unique orange Star Wars theme, and having that Desert Stormtrooper bust on his desk is sick. You can see he has it holding his gaming headset, which is clever. Orange is just another one of those colors you don't really see too often, other than
nice,
Linus
though.
Media Group.
With the
But this one
keyboard,
takes
his
advantage of its
controller, looks
theme
nice.
and runs wild, and I love that. Again, everything from the keycaps to the RGB accents on the peripherals, the custom painted PC with some blue highlights inside. For the components, it's all gonna come together nicely in the end. And this setup is one that's not really over the top, I'd say, either, you know? It's got one monitor, but it's what he does with the setup as a whole is what's impressive. And we can see it for the entire room, that's what he does.
Nice.
We have a huge TV he
Nice.
can game on, and I believe there's an HDMI running
Eventually I want to have like a big room where I can do
game on
that.
that. But it's just a crazy cool
So
setup.
it seems
You saw
that
some
he
of the
has
Star
like
Wars
a.
figures he has in the
It seems like he has like one area over here where the orange PC is at. That looks like maybe it might be like his PC gaming area, right? And then over here where the other chair is at, that could be maybe like his editing station or just doing some quick work. You got a little laptop over there, and then when he wants to play his console on the big screen over there. That's nice. So he has an area for each thing. When he wants to like do some PC gaming, he's there. When he wants to maybe do some editing work, and then when he wants to play, he's got a really big monitor. It's nice.
The desk and around the room, that wallpaper, it's just a really cool one. And last but not least is Tango from episode 71 to round out my favorite setups from 2016. And this one is insanely clean. I love the glossy white desk as it's going to reflect some natural light in the LEDs.
I was watching a lot,
But the choice of gear,
I was watching some other people that do live stream and stuff like that, and a lot of them have these vertical monitors. Like guys who like real like professional live streamers, that's what they do for a living. Like they make a living off of live streaming. A lot of them have like this type of monitor over here. This is vertical, and that's where they keep like their chat. So like they have like the whole gameplay and then take their chat and put it away, and they be in that full monitor right there. That's kind of cool. I was thinking about looking into getting one of those, a vertical monitor where I can just put the chat in alone, but my audience is not that large. But it's really cool if you have a really big audience. You can see a lot of the chat in that thing right there, man. So that's nice.
gear and peripherals here is what's really going to take this one to the next level. I get this kind of like Silver Surfer feel from it just because of the accents, but everything here is on point. The monitor orientation is unique also, with one being vertical and the other one horizontal. The mouse and keyboard duo are great, and when you throw in things like a custom keycap and a custom cable to fit in with the setup, it really starts to all come together overall. And as I mentioned in that episode, when talking audio, his cans are crazy. This guy definitely knows what's up, and I respect the hell out of all of his peripheral choices. Then to the small form factor PC even, that's going to visually fit in with the setup, it is just great. It might not be flashy or over the top like some of the setups that we all love, but this one just does everything right in my book by staying simple, looking nice, and having great gear. Now please keep in mind, we show off around 5 to 7 setups per episode, so if you didn't see one that you liked in particular, don't lose your mind. This is just, my list of favorites from the year, and I tried to avoid some of the special guests for this one, just so you guys can see some great setups from the community. So that'll about round it up.
Alright, man. So, guys, definitely go and check him out, man. His channel link will be down below. The man has a lot more videos. Like he said, there's some setups that he didn't even put in the list. Definitely, if you like seeing gaming setups and you want to get some ideas for your gaming setup, check this man's channel out, man. It has amazing content. Like right now, where we're at right now, we like don't have that much room. Eventually, when I move to like a different place, I would like to have like a whole room that's where me and my fiance can make like a nice couples gaming setup, man. That's really cool. And let me know, comment down below, let me know what you guys would like to have as like your gaming setup. If money was not an option, how would you do yours? Like I personally would like to have the 3 monitors and then have one big like TV on top, and that's just playing stuff. I mean, that TV on top might not even be hooked up to the gaming system or the PC. It might just be literally, like I said, playing CNN or playing ESPN. So while I'm gaming, I can just glance up real quick and I can see what's going on with sports, because I'm a big football fan, and it's good to watch like the news to know what's going on around the world, because you be so focused in your game, you have no idea that maybe a friggin' meteorite's coming, the world's about to end in an hour. You have no idea. So that'd be kind of cool. You can look up, you can see what's going on, and you can, or have like, if you have a house, you can put cameras around your house, so you can see. I think a lot of people who own their own homes should do that. Honestly, I think if you are a YouTuber, you're gaming, you spend a lot of time gaming, and you got that headset on, you have no idea what's going on around you. You have no idea if someone's in your house, someone's at your front door, someone's at your garage. So that's one thing I would definitely say, guys. Get you some monitors, some cameras, and put them in key places. Put them like by your car, so you can always keep an eye on your car, by your front door, by your back door, even cameras inside your house, man. So that way you know what's going on. You sit in your office, you look up, someone's at your door, you can see exactly who's at your door. That's a really smart idea, man. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video and it gives you some ideas for when you want to do your gaming setup, guys. Thank you so much for coming by, checking out the channel, man. See you next time. Keep on gaming, and I'm out of here. Peace.